It is game 2 of the 1920 Premier League season, and following on from their very convincing 2-0 win at newly promoted Aston Villa, Manchester United take on Sheffield United next, live from Bramall Lane, coming up next. It's great to have football back. Good afternoon, welcome to Bramall Lane for game 2 of the 1920 season. And it has been all so far so good for Manchester United. One win out of one, of course. And where it wasn't a romping domination victory with all goals, it was certainly more than job done one for Gregg Popovich. Sheffield United, on the other hand, lost their opening game. And obviously, the big story for them in the pre-season was the loss of Dean Henderson, who had returned from his loan there and has been put into the number 2 role behind David De Gea for the season, while Sergio Romero has been off to Besiktas. So it was the kind of plan to bring him forward, and as we said against in the match against Manchester United and Aston Villa, Dean Henderson certainly impressed to the most degrees with 2 clean sheets against the Milan clubs. Of course, it was in the pre-season tournament. But it was a tournament, and as we said, it did have Gregg Popovich with that monkey off his back in terms of winning a trophy. A trophy is a trophy at the end of the day, and that is what matters, especially when you're a club the size and magnitude of Manchester United. And as we said, Gregg Popovich has struggled to bring the major honours in, but he's certainly got that winning feeling now. So here we are for game 2. It's a more traditional squad for Coach Popovich today. Diego Dalot has returned from a very impressive pre-season, it has to be said, and he is the one change in for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood comes in for Malik. He's offside there, and it's Rashford and Martial on the wings today. So Rashford comes in for Daniel James. So a few changes for United. It is the more traditional lineup. Of course, Pogba, Neves and Fernandes are all in the midfield. Popovich once again kind of shying away for the 3-5-2 that he's made his name for himself. He'll probably be going to look at that later in the season and see what fits. I think he just wants to keep playing the likes of Telles and certainly Dalot, who's on the ball right now. He's going to whip it across, and the ball is going to fall to Mason Greenwood, who's going to backheel it. 2 more. I don't know how much Mason really knew of that, but he certainly knew what to do when he got there. Good save from Moore. The back heel wasn't all powerful and convincing, but certainly gave the keeper something to think about there. Here's Stevens for Sheffield United. A very good outfit this year. And some were actually touting them to make the Europa League places possibly. But the loss of Dean Henderson is certainly going to count for a lot, as he has been really impressive in a Sheffield United goalkeeper uniform, as it were. Oh, Rashford, what a pass. Bruno Fernandes to Mason Greenwood. Now Martial is ahead of him. Martial has nipped the ball off a defender. He just missed. He probably should have scored. And Rashford with a beautiful piece of play there. I'm not sure why Fernandes didn't play it back to him. But in any case, Martial gets the ball back, and he's very unlucky not to score. Of course, with the new game this year, we didn't really get a chance to look at the lineups. So they'll probably be on the screen somewhere during the footage. He's played it forward. Is Taylor's going to get there? Yes, he is. All these new signings are definitely going to make Gregg's kind of thing for rotation, his rotation style, a lot easier now. Lindelof has won the ball against McBride there. Burge has got it back. Sharp is righted, as is Koulibaly. He could have been booked there, Koulibaly, for running in like that, but it was a desperate kind of lunge there. Well, not lunge really. McBride with the shot, and that might have gone out for a corner. Let's have a look at this on the replay then. Great cut in there, fools Telles. And it is going out for a corner. Good defending there by Koulibaly, going to get his hands out of the way to avoid handball and a penalty. And now Fleck is going to take this corner. Fleck has whipped it in really nicely, and Burge is there. And Burge is there again. And a diving header by, I think it was Neves. Last-ditch diving header. What a brilliant defensive display there from Coach Popovich's team. And it's exactly what he would have wanted going into the season. Brian tries to head forward, but doesn't. Lundstrom. And now Sheffield United are really getting into this game now. Away come Manchester United with Mason Greenwood. Rashford still gets to try and play it to Martial. He's done it, Martial! Oh, what a brilliant move! 1-0. Counter-attacking, Gregg Popovich style football. And he takes the lead, and it's Martial with his first goal of the season. Brilliant play here from Marcus Rashford. A Paul Scholes-esque pass, and Martial does the rest. And it's 1-0 to Manchester United. This pass from Rashford is absolutely world class. And Martial is just as good on the other end. Brilliant play from Martial and Rashford. It has been all about them under Coach Popovich as the rain starts to come down now at Bramall Lane. 23 minutes in, but Manchester United have the lead, and it's a wonderful goal. 1-0 to the champions-elect, and their brilliant start continues. Ruben Neves is fouled there though. And nothing was given by the referee, but that looked like a clear foul, and it's pouring down here at Bramall Lane today. Absolutely bucketing down now. As they would say, the heavens opened when Martial scored the goal. Oh, what a brilliant ball for Greenwood. And Rashford whips it in back towards Greenwood. Greenwood tries to get a touch on it. Martial. And it's a foul, I think, against Manchester United and Mason Greenwood in particular. It certainly is, and it's a free kick. Well, Greenwood's really unlucky there. He does really well, Greenwood. I think it is a foul, but I don't think it's any malicious intent there. And so much has been made about Mason Greenwood in the last half year. And Gregg Popovich in particular is very fond of the young lad and sees bright things in his future. A lot of people say, well, that future may only come under Gregg Popovich. And a little nod once again to try and get him to stay beyond his initial contract, and is going to be dominating the talk this season. Unfortunately for United, they don't need these distractions in a season where it pretty much could be all or nothing for them. But the future of their head coach is unknown, and many fans and many players want Gregg Popovich to stay because the improvement is there. They don't want to go for another transition rebuild period. Had enough of those already. Manchester United have built their foundation on sustainable success. Ferguson for 26 years will never happen again in this era of football. Head coaches' positions jobs are in very short-lived terms now. And Manchester United have definitely felt the brunt of it. It's not all 7 years without a major honour, but it's certainly 7 years without a league title. And United have got to do what they did to Liverpool and knock the others off the perch now, and this is the year for Gregg Popovich to do it with all the backing he's had. Bruno Fernandes. United just content to keep the ball. Marcus Rashford. Stevens. Egan. Good ball forward, but Lindelof reads it well. And you have to say the defensive performance from United is such a staggering step up, really, to be honest. Telles and Koulibaly have done exactly what they were bought for at the moment. Not the best of touches by Ruben Neves, although the weather could pay to that a little bit. No foul given against Lindelof there. And Bruno Fernandes again with a bit of a loose pass. He had a lot of those in the first game. He had a couple of those. Since the early skirmishes, Sheffield United haven't really been able to get forward. Lindelof heads forward again. Fleck gets the ball. O'Brien, and Lindelof slipped a bit there. And Sharp is doing really well against Koulibaly, really well. And Telles does really well to get the ball off Besic as we enter the 1 minute of added on time. Here's O'Connell. And the final touches by Besic for the first half. And once again, Manchester United surviving the early skirmishes by Sheffield United and capitalising with a wonderful goal from Martial off a Marcus Rashford pass. And once again, United, whether they don't look in total command, they are pretty much ahead in this game so far. Sheffield United 0, Manchester United 1 at the break. Welcome back to a very wet Bramall Lane for the second half. About 20 minutes in, the rain started to fall and it hasn't really eased up since. And of course there is a football match going on, and Sheffield United are 1-0 down to Manchester United after a brilliant goal from Martial. After a brilliant pass from Rashford. There was Paul Scholes-esque that was coming in, and Martial did brilliantly to convert it into a goal. Well deserved. Bruno Fernandes having a bit of a half attempt there. And we have our first foul of the afternoon. And it's against Dalot. And we're going to get a talkie to from the referee. Let's see this. Well, you could argue it definitely is a foul. There's no doubt about that. Birch will take the resulting free kick. O'Connell plays it back. And it goes nowhere. Rashford. He did brilliantly to get the ball to Bruno Fernandes. And now he's found Mason Greenwood, and Basham has just got in front of him there. Ryan Koulibaly kept with him. Even Tellers could have got the ball there. Fleck shoots. Too far out to trouble David De Gea, to be honest. Another clean sheet would go such a long way for his confidence. He's got such a good back four in front of him this year. Oh, Dalot, what a pass. Martial, Bruno Fernandes. And it's blocked away. Back come United forward with Mason Greenwood, and Martial straight at the keeper. Well, none of the new debutants have scored so far for Manchester United. Daniel James's effort was deflected in off Engels against Aston Villa. Aaron Hemwood finished them off with his goal towards the end of the game. Gallo into Mason Greenwood with a header. It's not the best header in the world. I think Greenwood would have done probably better to put his foot through that. O'Connell's been forced to the corner line here. United just content to sit and wait. Birch. High ball isn't working for Sheffield United because Victor Lindelof is doing brilliantly at the moment. Ruben Neves is just looking. Plays a ball. And he almost found Martial with that, didn't he? Would United pay for that maybe? Here's Sharp. Lindelof and Koulibaly combining well there, but the ball has come loose. And Lindelof just about getting there. This reading is so great from United defensively. Nothing gets by them at the moment. Lundstrom. Neves gets the ball. Oh, not entirely though. Sheffield United fans aren't happy with that challenge. Martial. How did he get the ball to Greenwood there? Wonderful play. Off goes Alex Tellers to the races. He's beaten Belic. And he whips the ball into Martial. Oh, brilliant ball from Telles. And Martial just couldn't get his head on it. Wonderful play by United. And Dalot has been sensational for United this season so far. If you count the pre-season, of course. Absolutely brilliant passing to make goals. And it's found Rashford. And you have to feel it's going to be the front three of Greenwood, Rashford and Martial on a consistent basis, shall we say. I don't think there's many people that can argue with that. Mason Greenwood, such a rising talent. He is destined for England in his future, there is no doubt about that. Hello. Stevens. Message. Here is O'Connell. Pogba heads forward. Greenwood. Martial, brilliant ball control there. Pogba. Bruno Fernandes is going to shoot. A good save from Moore, to be fair. Sheffield United just not able to get forward because Manchester United have been great defensively. They probably should have scored in the first half, but for brilliant efforts on the defensive end from Manchester United. Although it's not a great pass from Pogba, is it? To atone for that error. He's going to when Sheffield United want him to or not. Good ball there from Stevens. Found Fleck on the overlap there. The ball is poor. It's a goal kick, I think. Double substitution for United as Diego Dalot comes off for Wan-Bissaka, and Bruno Fernandes has gone off again. This time to be replaced by Fred. I think he was replaced by Aaron Hemwood in the previous match. Fred. Rashford to Alex Telles. Telles is off again. Into Paul Pogba. And saved by the keeper. Oh, Moore's done brilliantly. Sheffield United certainly not giving this up. But they're missing Dean Henderson's input. But Moore did brilliantly there. Mason Greenwood turns and shoots. He's eager for a goal, isn't he, in the Premier League, Mason Greenwood? The next for Manchester United, I believe, will be the Champions League match in match day 1 against Genk, I believe it is. I'll have to check up on that for you. Free kick to Sheffield United, taken quickly. United are still in this. Manchester United have done ever so well so far. Fred's done brilliantly there. Urge has got it off Pogba, or at least away from him. Oh, Stevens. Did all that great work to get past Aaron Wan-Bissaka and then did nothing with it. It's almost like Sheffield United are frightened to get forward. Lunston with the shot. It's come off... I think it's Ruben Neves into the arms of David De Gea. Brilliant control there from Martial. Neves. Telles. Rashford. Rashford's gone clouding down and the Sheffield United man went down with him. O'Connell. Message. United looking very compact and organised so far in this game. Lindelof has been absolutely brilliant in the aerial battles today. There's been no stopping him. Telles. Forward to Mason Greenwood into the arms of Moore. Oh, that was really unfortunate there. Well, that is the end of the game, and another terrific performance by Manchester United in the rain today. A superb goal by Martial in the first half, and just organised and great defensive work by Victor Lindelof in particular for the second half. My man of the match for sure. And United, another convincing win, if not in scoring, definitely defensively. Sheffield United 0, Manchester United 1, as the roll continues under Coach Pop so far. Also coinciding with our coverage today, here are the rest of the results from the weekend. Aston Villa 3-0 winners against Norwich City, bouncing back from their loss to Manchester United previously very well against another promoted side. Bournemouth losing 1-0 to Everton, and Mikel Arteta had a field day against Newcastle United with a 4-1 win there, while Watford lost a goal to 0 to West Ham United. Chelsea with a 4-1 win over Burnley, and Leicester City continue to win as well with a 3-1 win over Palace. Liverpool 4, Wolves 2. Manchester City suffered their first loss of the season. Once again, Jose Mourinho has beaten another one of the top 6, another 1-0 win for him today. Aston Villa, Southampton and Brighton Hove Albion drawing 2-2. What that means for the Premier League table after 2 games played. Chelsea now have top spot on goal difference, 2 ahead of Leicester City, and Manchester United and Everton and Spurs also on 6 points are a little bit further down with 2 goals each. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal climb up to 6th, adding on to the point they earned in the first matchup, while Southampton dropped to 7th. West Ham then followed by Liverpool and Aston Villa, who get their first points on the board this season. Manchester City dropped to 11th after losing to Jose Mourinho's Spurs this weekend, with Watford and Newcastle United. Brighton Hove Albion are the last of the points on the board scorers, leaving Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Burnley and Norwich City still to get even a point registered on the table at the moment.